Paul Carn. Unity on the Bay. Woohoo! Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday. Anybody know who's playing? Are they the ones with the red outfits or the blue? And Philadelphia. And Philadelphia has Eagles. And they have the blue outfits. Green outfits. Rihanna's doing Super Bowl. That's all I care about. Let's be real. No, but welcome to Unity on the Bay and our Sunday celebration. 11:15, baby, and my name is Faywa, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to assist Reverend Juan this morning. We've got an incredible service for you. You are definitely in for a treat. So there's a couple of things that I want to share with you before I bring Reverend Juan on up. First of all, married couples, where you at? Married couples. Were you married yesterday and then not married today? What happened? Everybody look down at your left ring finger. Si hay algo ahí, you might be married. All right, married couple and coupled couples, okay? You know that Valentine's Day is Tuesday, right? Okay, well, how come nobody told me? Because I didn't know, okay? So listen, so I've got a way that you can make up something really cool for your partner, okay? Here's what you're gonna do. On Valentine's Day, you're gonna give your partner a card. And inside, you're gonna invite them to Unity's vow renewal ceremony next Sunday at 11:15 right here. Reverend Juan is gonna be officiating, and of course, we'll have the band and the choir. Has anybody been to the vow renewal service on Valentine's Day, usually every year? Yes, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Invite your partner, invite your loved one, send the card on Valentine's Day, and then we will see you here next Sunday at 11:15. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. For all the information, go to our website, unityonthebay.org. All the info is there, okay? I'm going to ask you again if you're married. Look, she's still trying to figure it out. Okay, all right. Next Sunday, we've got something really cool going on right here as well. So next Sunday at 1 p.m., we're doing something new. We're hosting an Ikigai and Bollywood dance workshop. Who knows anything about Bollywood? 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 Yeah, all right. So Ikigai is a Japanese word that means reason for being. It's about blending what you love, what the world needs, what you're good at, and what you can be paid to do. So mixing all those things together gives you the reason for being. Plus, the workshop integrates Bollywood dancing to build confidence and energy flow, okay? And it's not Reverend Juan, teaching the Bollywood course, in case anybody was wondering. His skills are rusty. He wanted to, but he's not going to, all right? Okay, this is going to be a fun time, so make sure that you check it out. Okay, we're going to bring Pooja Uberoi, who is recognized globally as a Bollywood dance instructor and director and choreographer and has been responsible for some of the biggest Bollywood musicals in India. If you enroll today, you'll also save $30, okay, off the whole workshop. So enroll today, get your scarves ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be right here next Sunday after service. Awesome, okay? Yes? Some movement, some Bollywood. Is this Bollywood? I'm going to break my dress again, guys. Here's the thing. I am the only Latina in South Florida with no rhythm, okay? All right? Who are my non-dancers in the audience? Jennifer? All right. Okay, I got a trick for you. If you're in a crowd with people, just move your shoulders and your head. Everybody thinks I can dance, but it's not. It's just this. And you have to have the face. All right, get all the information online. This is going to be an awesome workshop, okay? Next, Ash Wednesday is coming up. How did that sneak up on us? So Ash Wednesday is coming up February 22nd, which is also the start of Lent. There's no doubt that there are part of our lives, parts of us, that we would be better off without. Perhaps negative thoughts or harmful habits that we want to let go of. So our Ash Wednesday experience will have a blend of music, readings, meditation, and for the very first time ever, we'll also include a sound bath healing, okay? We'll be right in this room, February 22nd, starting at 7 p.m. Again, all the details are on our website, unityonthebay.org. Now, help me welcome up to the stage my reverend and yours, the best reverend in the whole entire world, Reverend Dan Hierro.
Thank you for that, Faye. Thank you all of you for being here. I know that there are many plans for the Super Bowl. Some people are already getting those started. And so the fact that you are here in person or watching from home with so much going on, it just means a lot. And we're just really grateful for it. As we like to remind each of you, you're not only tapping into the consciousness and energy that Unity on the Bay is, you are elevating it. You are a part of creating it. And so we're just really, really grateful that our energies are coming together on this very special day. As Faye said, my name is Juan. I am the senior minister of this amazing spiritual community. If this is your first or your second time joining us, we'd love to just get to know you a little bit more. So you can follow the prompts that are on the screen. If you're in the room, you can also go to the Welcome Center after the service, and one of our ambassadors is going to greet you. You get a gift for being with us, and you just want to connect with you and just find out what it is that you're looking for in spiritual community and share with you about some of the ways in which we can be that for you and hold that for you. One of the things that we also do when we come together is just remind ourselves like who we are, right? And what drew us to be here. And it may be that you've had a conversation that goes like this. Wow, you look amazing. Thanks. You sound amazing. Thanks. You're vibrating at a very high level. Thank you so much. What's the secret? And all of you say? Unity. Exactly. And then they say the following. What is unity? And then you say, right? Because I get it. We're an experience, right? We're an experience more than anything. And we want to support you in knowing how to respond. So Unity on the Bay especially is the 3 Ps. Positive, practical, progressive. Got it? Beautiful. So I'm grateful that you are a part of making it so. With that, we're just going to invite us to go into prayer like we do every Sunday. One of the most important things that we can do is become centered, become aware. And especially we're going to be mindful today that there are people in Turkey and Syria who are experiencing hurt. And so when we see hurt, let's just affirm healing. Where we see grief, let us affirm love. Let's take that within. Taking a deep breath. Just notice how wide open your heart is in this moment. How receptive your mind is, and through that receptivity, let us affirm the presence of God that is here, that is now, that is constantly flowing through and as us. It is this energy of love and of light, an energy of abundance and wholeness. And so wherever there is any sense of lack, limitation, pain, let us simply affirm God's presence as that healing balm, as that uplifting of humanity into our divinity. And let us remember that in this very moment, there are so many things to be grateful for. I invite you to bring some of those things into your mind right now and really engender this energy and this feeling and this consciousness of gratitude for the people, for the spaces and places, for the understanding that we are one. So grateful for this moment, grateful for this understanding, grateful for this community, grateful for these principles, grateful for the very activity of gratitude in our lives, and we just simply allow all of it to be fully expressed, allowing it to expand and be the light of the world, the light of God that moves in and through us and radiates out into the world. Join me right here and right now in seeing all of humanity lifted up in this light, in this understanding that we are one, that we are love, that we are peace and harmony, and that we are unity. Thank you, God, for this understanding, and thank you, God, for this day. So it is, as we let it be, and let the people say, Amen. Let's have a wonderful Sunday experience.
Thank you, Reverend Juan. Good morning again, Unity on the Bay. Let's welcome to the front of the stage, Mr. Mario Smith.
Well, my brother, there are far too many of you dying. You know that we got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Well, and Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. You know that we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Well, and you see the picket lines, my picket sign. Don't punish me, brutality. Talk to me, you can see. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. And everybody out there think we're involved. But who are they to judge us? Simply 'cause our hair is long. You know that we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Well, and you see the picket lines and the picket signs. You don't punish me with brutality. You talk to me and you can see. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I tell you what's going on. Woo, woo, woo. And you see the picket line and the picket sign. You don't punish me with brutality. You talk to me and you can see. Whoa, what's going on? 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 What's going on?
The smooth sounds of Mario Smith in the Unity on the Bay Music Ministry. I love it. Well, so today I got the pleasure of inviting you all to celebrate somebody in our spiritual community. Somebody who this month is our sacred server of the month, and we want to highlight some of the many different ways in which he has shown up, been a part of continuing to raise the consciousness of this community, and being part of the hands and feet, right, that reach out to not only members of our community, but even beyond that. And so usually when we have the Sacred Server of the Month, you know, we think about something that we can focus on, that they have done and how they have served. And it's really hard with this person because they've done a lot. And so, yes, it is for the way in which he showed up for our Deepak Chopra event and helped us with the organizing and just how powerful that event was. But it is also because he is a board member. He's the secretary of the board. As part of the board, he leads our investment committee. He leads our tithing committee. He's involved in other committees. He is also in the gala committee. He is part of Angels Everywhere and has really supported Angels Everywhere in continuing to go out even further. Some of you may not know, Angels Everywhere, we have done now over 50,000 backpacks to children in need through our summer program. And not only that, but even though he may be really tired, he welcomes most of us every Sunday at the door with a big old smile and a hug. And so join me in celebrating and being in gratitude for the service of our Sacred Server of the Month for February, Nick Brunzel.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I was talking to my spiritual leader when he told me last week, and I said, I think I'm going to wear pants. I'm going to be on stage. Then I talked to my fashion leader, and she said, nah, don't do it. So here I am.
Priorities on who you listen to, right? Spiritual leader, fashion, yeah.
Different departments. So the day's word today is compassion. Hopefully you'll have some compassion on me. Whether in my community or across the world, many people face hardships. As a member of the human family, I am inspired to undertake compassion action and help however I can. Sometimes just a prayerful thought or simple blessing can make a powerful difference in someone's life. Other times, I may be able to take more direct action. I may listen to someone deeply as they share their concerns of their heart, or I may volunteer to drive them somewhere or complete errands for them. Regardless of the form of my compassion action takes, I am motivated to be of sacred service, to bring the love and care of God into manifest form through my decisive action. Today's daily word is inspired by Matthew 14:14. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them and cured their sick. God bless.
So now is the time of our service where we get to meditate and contemplate. And so I invite you to join me in taking a deep, refreshing breath. And if you haven't done so already, to gently close your eyes, to gift yourself this moment, to know that you are worthy of this experience of love and peace and understanding. For as we acknowledge the presence of God here and now, alive in you, expressing as you, we also remember that Christ's consciousness as the truth of who we are, that which in this very moment we embody more fully. Take another deep breath. Love. It is your natural state of being. Love. It is who you are, what you are. Love. It is the very activity of the divine in you. And so allow yourself to feel this love. To feel yourself as loved. Right here and right now. Love enfolds you. Another deep breath. And continue to journey in love to that space within you that knows that you know that you know that you and God are one. That as the connection, as the oneness that we are, you are one with all of humanity. You're part of the one mind, the one heart, the one heartbeat. And so claim your truth. releasing from this moment and this experience any thoughts of unworthiness, any limitations we may have placed on love and on the way of love. Bask in your truth. Remember who you are, what you are. And fully allow yourself to radiate all that you are, divinely human, love in expression. Divinity within the world. Let's take a few moments in the silence to remember this truth and to embody it more fully. You are a blessing. And who and what you are matters. And what you express uplifts. And so knowing this, we are in gratitude for you, for who we are together, and the knowing that God is always with us. So it is. Amen.
extraordinary people. I'm glad there is you. And in this world of overrated pleasure and underrated treasure, I am glad there is you. I live to love, and I love to live with you beside me. This road so new, I'll muddle through with you beside me. Guide me. So in this world where many, many play at love, hardly many stay in love. I'm glad there is you. More than ever, I'm glad there is you. I live to love. Oh, I love to live with you beside me. This road so new, I'll muddle through with you beside me. Guide me. So in this world where many, many play at love, hardly many stay in love. I'm glad there's you. More than ever, I
I love that I can say this at Unity on the Bay because that was really, really lovely. That was also really sexy, right? I'm sure some people that are watching from home, break apart right now. The service is back on. You laugh because you know. Woo. All right, so, all right, we got that out of the way. I'm composing myself. We got the Super Bowl out of the way. If you are a Chiefs fan, I will just tell you that you're going to have to do some work because at the earlier service, it was a whole lot of Eagle fans manifesting a win. So you get the opportunity now. But anywho, I want to talk to you about something that sounds so simple and, the famous and, it can be so complex and challenging and difficult. And it's kindness. You know, I love that actually in the Hispanic culture, or like in South America, Valentine's Day is actually known as the Day of Friendship, you know, because it's about extending it to everyone. And so I'm really glad that we're able to talk about kindness, and we can talk about how we can practice it, especially since all of us that are part of Unity in the Bay and have been called to be a part of Unity in the Bay, I really believe that we are on this spiritual path. And kindness is a part of us journeying through that path. How to not only live kindness, but also how to disarm the things that we have built between us and being the expressions of love, a more full expression of love. And we're gonna get to that. But because I am so kind, I've got a joke for you. And because it's near Valentine's Day. So, what does a good romance start with? What? Kindness and love. What does a bad romance start with? What? Rah, rah, ah, ah, ah. Okay. If somebody's not laughing next to you, let them know about Lady Gaga. All right. So kindness, you know, it's really interesting. Some of you may know. So the Daily Word that we read on Sundays here, it's actually a publication that's been around for a long, long time. I think over 100 years, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a daily devotional, a daily word for each day. And you can actually call Unity, World Headquarters, and find out and get a copy of the daily word from the day that you were born. And many years ago, I looked into it, and I came to realize that the daily word for October 18th, 1978 is kindness. And I want to share with you that daily word, and I want to invite you, as I speak these words, to allow yourself to just simply feel what it is trying to engender in us, to really just open your hearts to that which it inspires in the heart. It says this: with a smile on my lips, no thoughtless or impatient word can be spoken. With a smile on my lips, I convey warmth and friendship to all. I smile today. With a song in my heart, I acknowledge the innate goodness in all of God's creation. With a song in my heart, I am kept serene and stable all day long, able to share my joy with others. I keep my heart singing today. With a feeling of kindness towards all, I administer the blessings I have to give today. As I do what is before me this day, all that I do promotes goodwill and harmony. I am understanding and patient, thoughtful of the needs of others, and alert to the opportunities around me to show loving kindness. I am helpful and kind today. Today, I vow to keep a smile on my lips, a song in my heart, and a feeling of kindness towards all. You feel that, right? Smile on my lips, a song in my heart, and a feeling of kindness towards all. Think of what being fully present to that, fully embodying that, does to the soul. Because you feel it just even now in this moment. And so imagine yourself being able to step into it moment by moment. And then take a moment to also imagine what it would do for humanity. What it would do for those that are around us, for those that are in pain, those that are having challenges, those that are being painful to us, those that are being challenging to us. Just think about what could happen if we fully lived into our kindness. Now, I have to tell you that I was really excited when we decided that we would do some kindness stuff today. And this week, actually, I'm going to share a little bit more about that. You like my shirt? Be kind to all. I really liked it. Oh, good. I'm glad. Let me tell you the problem I had with it. I loved it until I saw to all. Because to me, that was a challenge. I can speak and be kind to a whole lot of people. And I do try to be kind to all. And I realize I'm not fully kind to all. And that there are things that I have kept within myself, unforgiveness, some unhealed stuff, that have created some boundaries and limitations to the way in which I express kindness. And I've really been sitting with this. I believe that, right, like we talk about us being divine love, and that is a beingness. Kindness, for me, is one of the ways in which our beingness gets expressed, gets felt by other people. And so I want to talk to you about being kind to all. It's really interesting because after the first service, some people came up to me and was like, well, what about this person? And what about this? And what about that? And we're going to get to that because you may even, now that I've opened it up in the way that I did, may already be recognizing that there are some people that if you saw them down the street, you may not be so kind to. We're going to get to that place of honoring that and honoring who we have come here to be. I believe that there are so many examples of kindness, and it just really dawned on me, Jesus as our way shower and our master teacher, like the expression of love and kindness that he was. Think about it. He healed the sick. He fed the multitudes. When there were women weeping for him, he went up to them and asked them, women, why do you weep? He cared. And I realized that he could have still been an avatar, right? He could have still shown us the way that we ourselves are powerful by simply just being in his power, healing himself, feeding himself, making miracles happen for himself. We would have seen that and we would have been like, oh yeah, innate power within us. But he went beyond that because it wasn't just about him. It was about what he was doing for others. It was the way in which he was living into his power and recognizing that that power meant that it needed to be shared. And it needed to be part of the uplifting of the people that were around them. And so for me, really, this is an opportunity for us to, yes, recognize the truth of who we are, recognize everything that is within us, and then ask, how can I use it to support others? I know that when we talk about kindness, one of the first things that can sometimes pop into people's mind is, yes, I have to be kind, especially to myself, first and foremost. Yes, that is true. And don't get stuck there. Sometimes we get so stuck in the inner work, and, well, until I'm ready, I'm not going to go out into the world, right? Like today, do the inner work, but today I want to talk to you about then going out with that sense of kindness, going out with that purpose of expressing your love to the people that we meet day to day and the people that we may have some healing challenges with. Because we know that our spiritual nature is love. But as the Daily Word said, it says, with a feeling of kindness towards all, I administered the blessings I have to give today. We are blessed. The question is, how are we going to share and administer those blessings to those that are around us? Now, Colossians chapter 3, verse 12 through 13 says, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other. This is what we are asked to live. And I think that, at least for me, it's not as difficult as I'm trying to make it. Because, again, to all of a sudden became the issue for me. Did you know that kindness is actually our natural state of being? And I'm not saying this just from like the principle of spirituality where we understand that we are divine love. Science has been studying this and has recognized that kindness and compassion are our natural state of being. There's been research done by Harvard University that shows that adults and children's first impulse is to help other people. And the University of California in Berkeley, a couple of researchers have now coined this understanding as our compassionate instinct. Our natural instinct is to be compassionate. That's our natural response to the world that is taking place outside of us, the relationships that we are a part of. And this I didn't know, but Darwin, Darwin has, it's been said that he coined survival of the fittest. Actually, he didn't. I didn't know that. It was somebody else who coined that phrase. And if you really look at some of what he wrote, some researchers are saying that really what he was talking about was survival of the kindest. The kindest, survival of the kindest. Because he goes to say that there was no greater strength of the social and maternal instincts than that of any other instinct or motive. The social and maternal instincts are the strongest instincts that we have. And he also says that communities which included the greatest number of the most sympathetic members are the ones that flourish. It's not survival of the fittest. It's survival of the most loving, the kindest, the most compassionate, the ones that recognize that we are all in this together, and that as we do our work, we can support other people in doing their own. And as we do our work, we are doing it so that we can experience heaven and invite other people to live in heaven with us. So how are we doing it? And if it's our natural instinct, how come it doesn't fully show up, right, all the time? Those same scientists and researchers have shown that that natural instinct to be compassionate and help and serve, when a thought comes into that person's mind that says, oh, but if I do this, maybe they'll think that I'm self-aggrandizing myself, right? Like that I'm doing it for another reason or another purpose, that there's some hidden purpose in which I'm doing it. It's not true. But just the thought that somebody else may think it stops people from going with their natural instinct of compassion. How many times have we held on to those thoughts that we aren't compassionate, held on to those thoughts that maybe it won't be understood, maybe, or even just created like barriers to the way in which our compassion shows up. And it's like these made up barriers, and we believe them, and all of a sudden we just don't allow ourselves to be naturally who we are. And we know that the process of self-realization that we talk about here at Unity is about understanding our truth, who we are, what our divine nature is, and then doing the work of allowing it to show up in our experiences and in our lives. I know, maybe you've been part of this experience too, that when I thought of to all, I thought, but that person hurt me. But that person's not very kind to many people. That person doesn't deserve it. That person is evil, right? And all of a sudden, we keep ourselves from being who we truly are as a result of our judgments and thinking about those people. Now, last week, Reverend Paul taught us and showed us about the power of stepping into and being centered in love, right? And in moments of stress, to be able to go within the heart gives us a dose, he called it, right? And dose was dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, and that lifts us up. Well, kindness is an extension of that. Kindness actually buffers stress, it relieves pain, it helps you live longer. Kindness has shown to increase self-esteem, empathy, compassion, improve mood. It has shown to decrease blood pressure. Kindness can increase your sense of connectivity with others, which directly impacts how we may or may not feel lonely and how people around us may or may not feel lonely. It improves low mood, it enhances relationships. And guess what? Great thing about it, that it's contagious. It's contagious. Kindness is contagious. The same research has shown that the person that's being kind receives those things that sort of elevate them. The person receiving the kindness feels that also. A person that witnesses kindness has those same effects. So imagine the individuals that we are able to support, love on, and uplift by a simple act of kindness. Not just who we extend it to, but the people that we model it for, the people that get to witness us in our natural state of being. We do talk about creating heaven on earth, and we also talk about all the challenges that are out in the world. How can we refocus our attention to the good that is truly happening? Desmond Tutu says, do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. When we are kind, we are extending grace and mercy to others. We show patience, forgiveness, compassion. Beautiful. Yeah, and that's the hard stuff sometimes. But a couple of weeks ago, I shared with you when we were talking about Unity's understanding of some of the principles, people start to ask, well, if God is all good, why is there evil? Why is there pain and hurt? And I shared a quote from Reverend Dallin Davenport that basically says that what we call evil is an expression of mass consciousness. We all contribute to the thought, we all contribute to it through our angry and violent thoughts, the energetic vibrations we pour into the one mind. The energy inevitably expresses somewhere, just as an erupting volcano releases heat from the earth. Okay. Conversely, Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, says, we can begin our overcoming by thought mastery. We begin to master thoughts of hate and force by first thinking and doing the little component acts that constitute love. Begin today to be a little more patient, practice kindness, be generous in thought and action. To all. To all. And we fight it. I fight it. I've asked this question before. Aren't we just done fighting who we naturally are? Aren't we done fighting knowing that we are worthy of expressing what we have come here to express? And I get it. My thoughts when it was to all. Be kind to those who are banning books here in Florida that represent families like mine. Or be kind to the individuals that say that acknowledging what has taken place and the ways in which African Americans have been treated is just another form of hate. It's hard sometimes to be able to move beyond that. And I'm not saying that we have to sort of take it, right? Like, it's not about allowing ourselves to be mistreated. It's not about allowing ourselves to endure that mistreatment. And how can we be kind in the way that we see the individuals that we may feel are expressing that which we don't like or feel hurt by, right? How can we see the Christ in them? Hurt people hurt people. People that are in pain sometimes express that pain. And so it's not about just allowing those things to happen. And as we are moving towards love and justice and peace and grace, can we do it through love and justice and peace and grace? Seeing the divine in individuals and acknowledging that there are things that maybe need to be addressed or shifted. Being willing to see the Christ within everyone, I think, is the kindest thing that we can do. To see beyond the ways in which we show up, to see our natural and beautiful truth. We act out of kindness not because of who the person is We act out of kindness because of who we are. And so how we can live into that more fully. I love that in the revealing word, it says this about compassion, which is just another way that kindness is engendered within us. It says, compassion is a characteristic of love and mercy prompted by an understanding heart. A compassionate mind sees the error, but does not condemn. We can see that there are things going on, and we can still see the Christ in all. It's a practice. I'm glad that I had to wear a shirt that said, be kind to all, and I had to sit with it, right? And I really invite us all to sit with it. What does it mean to be kind to all? What does it mean to see the Christ in everyone? What does it mean to express ourselves as compassionate and loving in all situations? And I love that we do get to practice, and I love that, this came to me this morning, a community that practices together is a community that grows together. Don't we want to grow together and continue to be in that practice, to deepen, to allow, and to expand that which we are? Aesop, the ancient Greek storyteller, said, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." I don't think that there really is any small act of kindness. And I don't even know if we could even judge it, because we just don't know what any act of kindness can mean for somebody. What we deem as a small act can be life-changing for the people that receive it. Think about it. Think about people that were kind to you 10 years ago, and you still remember the kindness that they expressed. Or moments where you and I were hurt and upset, and somebody showed a level of kindness and how that shifted what we were moving through. And so we just never know how somebody needs that small act of kindness to shift them out of whatever they may be moving through, to show them that they are worthy of love. And right now where there's so many issues and challenges that are rising up and mental health issues that are coming up, it's an opportunity for us to just simply act out of that sense of love by being kind to each other and be willing to have that kindness be what shifts our experience. Now, to make it a little, we're ministers love acronyms, by the way. So I had a little acronym that we can take with us this week as we think about being kind. And what came to me is that kind is about keeping it nourishing and deliberate. In whatever relationship we may be going through, whatever challenge, wherever we are showing up, can we keep it nourishing? Can we nourish the relationship? Can we nourish ourselves? Can we nourish the other person? Can we nourish that which we want to experience more of? Love, peace, harmony, joy, prosperity, abundance. Can we be deliberate in how we show up and nourish that situation? So keep it nourishing and deliberate. Now, how many of you, tell the truth, would like to be a little bit more kind or intentional about kindness this week? Good. Because I'm going to give you an opportunity. Not because I'm going to all of a sudden be a jerk so that you can be kind to me. No. Opportunities. So this week, really the invitation, every single day this week, can you wake up with the question, how am I going to practice kindness today? I told you it's simple. It's simple if we let it be simple. How am I going to practice kindness today and let it show up? How many of you want to go a little further and have a little fun with this? So some of you may not know, but this Friday is actually National Random Acts of Kindness Day. What a great opportunity, right? National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Guess what? We're going to invite you to be randomly kind with us. Because this Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m., those of you who are invited, and all of you are invited, we're going to go hang out at Wynwood. We're going to meet at Wynwood. We're going to have posters of affirmations. We are going to open doors for people. We're going to help people with directions. We're going to give people flowers. We are going to be kind and show what a kind community we are. And so I invite you to join us. Go to the website so that you can sign up so that we can tell you exactly where in Woodward we're going to meet. And we're just going to express who we naturally are individually and as a community. And let me tell you, I also want to just share, this is how we get to bring more people in to experience what we experience, to love the way that we have experienced love in Unity on the Bay and at this community. And so I really invite you to join us. And some of you, I think all of you should have received these postcards when you walked in. If not, on the way out, you can get them. It's an opportunity to just be kind and send a kind message to somebody in your life. And so pick one up, fill one out, and send it out. And we're going to have some of these on Friday to give out also. Who's with me on being kind? Who's with me knowing that we are a kind community, right? I want to leave you with this beautiful quote from the Dalai Lama. He says, "This is my religion, my simple religion. No need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Your own mind, your own heart is the temple. Your philosophy is simple kindness." Remember, keep it nourishing and deliberate, and let's see how the world turns. Namaste.
Juan, you're going to take this mob of spiritual warriors to Wynwood next Friday? Can we be by the salty donut? That would be kind, right? Wasn't that an incredible message? Unity on the Bay, make some noise, please. I needed to hear that. Who else, right? Like, he had me at be kind, but then he said be kind to all, and I'm like, before coffee? Be kind to all, even to people that are not that kind to others or kind to animals. That's a hard one. But then he gets us, right? Because then he has examples and like the things that we get back, you know? Being kind reduces stress, improves mood. Being kind decreases blood pressure, right? Our doctors are always telling us to be upfront about that. Being kind enhances our relationships. Being kind is contagious and not in the cooties kind of way, right? And most importantly, being kind is great for your skin and minimizes wrinkles. Okay, I added that last one, but still. Be kind to each other. Be kind to the Amazon driver. Be kind to the person at Publix who's checking you out. It takes you 1 second to be kind to somebody, you know? I got pulled over the other day. I get pulled over a lot. I just drive badly. I just do. It is what it is, and I have a very huge car. Anyway, so I got pulled over the other day, and I was being super nice to the cop, and the cop's like, "Are you always this nice?" And I'm like, "Sir, that blue looks amazing on you." He still gave me a ticket, but I was nice about it, right? I was nice about it. Anyway, be kind to each other, okay? Here at Unity on the Bay, we believe in a spiritual law of giving and receiving, and now is your chance to give in gratitude. If you're like me and you do it from your phone, you text GIVE to 833-245-5645. You set that up one time, it makes your life a lot easier. But if you're in-house and you want to go old school, please, we have envelopes for you. Our incredible ushers will hook you up with an envelope. Just raise your hand, and they will get to you, okay? If you want to set up that easy way to do it, see me after, and I will hook you up. I'll help you set it up on your phone. It's really easy. I'm going to give you a couple moments in silence to set up your gift, and I'll give you a couple seconds. We thank you for your gifts. You can put your hand to your heart or whatever makes you feel comfortable. Let's bless these gifts together. Divine love, that I am. Blessed is all that I give and all that I receive. Before we depart today, we got to bless our children. Let's get our hands together and bless those incredible children in their kids zone right now. Here we go. Children, we love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you, and we see you doing great things. Time to call up our prayer chaplains. Prayer chaplains, where you at? Come on up, all right? If something came up during Reverend Juan's message that you don't want to go home with, take them aside. Sit down with them for a couple of minutes. I mean, they are lifesavers, okay? I really, like when my insanity is going everywhere, I grab Miss Carmen, and then I'm sane light, you know, a little more sane, you know? So make sure that you take advantage of that before you leave today, okay? With that, I'm going to invite Reverend Juan back up. I want to say thank you to Mario Smith for being our incredible artist today. I want to say thank you to Nick for reading the daily word and being just an exceptional part of our congregation, and all of you for being here with us today.
Awesome. So thank you so much for being with us. Let us stand so that we can affirm our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We are divine.
Yeah, can you, Charles, we didn't have the drums. I wonder what was going on. I was like,